We catch up with our buddy Nino Torres from GOLTV, where we go fully loaded, and I go, yellow, yellow, yellow. What is going on, sir?
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Soccer Down Here fans. Nino Torres with you today in a massive Thursday. We got news from Peru. We got shocking news from Peru. We got predictions. We got Ninodamous. We got everything because we are fully loaded.
Yes, sir. So, as is the case, I never look at this until you send it, just so I can be as equally surprised as the next person.
Man, so
we're going to start with topic number one, and it says, and I quote, Universitario without a coach 3 weeks before the preseason. That's never good, sir. That is never good. You don't have a coach 3 weeks before preseason. That is never good.
And it's insane because we won the championship a month ago. Not last week, a month ago, we won the championship. We were just having, eating popcorn while Alianza and Cristal, they were battling each other. There were issues with the with Alianza, there were issues with Cristal, and we were just chilling here, enjoying our three-peat. But suddenly, you got when you see people and you get a bad vibe, you feel that, Johnny. Sometimes when I saw the Fossati's agent, who was the coach for Universidad de Deportes, I saw the guy with the glasses, with the big gold chain. I was like, this is kind of like soprano-like guys. I don't like him. I just don't like him. And he was talking right from the get-go. First interview he gave some proof. Yeah, we got proposals from different teams and different countries in regards to Abel Hernandez, who was linked to Universidad de Deportes. Why I'm mentioning Abel Hernandez? Because he is the agent for Abel Hernandez and for Fossati. So everything was so cool. Okay, you're the agent. Oh, we got to deal with only one person then. Give me a striker. We renew with the coach. Everything is wonderful, right? Okay, this is my proposal. This is your proposal. But then, as the days goes by, we got this requirement. Okay, La U is like, all right, we'll give you that. All right, 2-3 days later, we got another requirement. Okay, all right, check that. All right, so we're cool. See, yeah, we're cool. Because, by the way, he was under contract. He had a contract until December 2026. So he was looking for improvements. He just wanted to repeat and la la la. Okay, fine. So the money was not the issue, right? We cool with the awards. Yeah, if you win this, if you won that, you get this X amount of money. You get this bonus for this bonus for that. All checks out, fine. 4 days later, we got another requirement. I'm like, really? Okay, what is it now? Yeah, we don't want to train in that facility because that facility is 25 miles away from downtown. Okay. Yeah, but that's our training camp. This is where, we've been training there since, 50 years ago, man. We're not going to change that. You can train by the Monumental twice a week, and then the other days we go there. Like, all right, fine, deal. There was another requirement, which I don't know what it was. Right, probably it will come out eventually, today, tomorrow, who knows? But when you start to agree with everything, right, with everything,
sure,
and so they say this. Finally, in the end, they said, you know what? You got a contract with us. This is your contract. These are the bonuses. These are your requirements. We're not going forward with this negotiation anymore. What do you say? Oh, I got another. No, yeah, we're done. We're done. But why? What's the? I don't get it, brother. I don't get it. You are in the best club in the country. You're one of the best, probably not the best, probably the second best head coach in the nation when it comes to money. You got the people, you got the same players, you wanted a striker, we were gonna get you the striker. What is it, man? What's wrong with you? You got menopause or something? What's wrong?
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, well, I don't know, man. I don't know where's this coming from. How could you be not content with what you have, right? When we give you all the tools that you need, it's not like we're not denying you. We're giving you the tools. We're giving you the money. We're giving you the players. We're giving you everything, and you still want to leave? Bye bye.
Mm-hmm.
Bye bye. You know, that reminds me of that Kaka's wife when she said, you know, he was too perfect for me. And I think that's the kind of feeling that I'm getting from Basati. Like, oh no, this is too perfect. I like chaos, right? I like unstable people. I'm not that toxic guy. This is what I want. I don't know. That I think that's what it comes down to, me. But what do you think, John? It's just crazy, man.
Yeah, not having a coach 3 weeks before training camp, that's no bueno, man.
It sucks because everything was lined up. We were in the perfect position to start the year again. As planned as last year, you know, we started the season in January the 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
Boom! Everybody report to training camp. Everybody was ready, focused to win it. Repeat. It was the same thing now. I don't know.
Oh boy. But let's turn the page. Yes, proper hydration. Yes, please. Let's turn the page. You said one of the most beautiful stories in the sport also does come from Peru, though. What is that? I want to get you away from losing your mind here for a second. What's this beautiful story that you're talking about?
Probably you heard of. You see this? Have you seen the kid that climbed up to the hills
Yes,
to call the?
love that.
Right? That was awesome, right? That was awesome. So the kid goes to the hills and it calls the final of the Copa Libertadores from afar, and then of course, but the story didn't end there, brother. It was so much more after that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the impact that he had globally, it was so he was, of course, they were invited to all the TV shows and this and that, right? But one channel, one TV show did the right thing. But before that one, he got another chance. He went to the national stadium, and the guys from the Liga Uno Max invited him to the booth, and he called a little bit of 5 minutes of the game and all that. That was cool. But
Love that.
the 2 days later, he went to a TV show. It's Latina, the channel, and there's this guy. He's Hispanic, right? This Hispanic guy. He's a commentator in there, and they put the Champions League music.
Oh,
They turn it on. I was like, hey, do you know that song? He's like, yeah, it's the Champions League. How about you and I going to Madrid to
wow.
watch Real Madrid versus Manchester City at the Bernabeu? Would you like to do that? Yeah.
Wow.
So they got all the connections. They got there. They got to Madrid. But in Madrid, Marca, you know Marca,
Yeah.
they invited to the radio station, and you know what? How about you wanna call a game with us? So at the end, he called. I think he called a goal for the Atletico Madrid game, but in the end, he could not because of regulations. I don't know what happened there, but he was at the booth, but he could not call the game for Real Madrid and Man City. And but he was there, and it's just beautiful. And not only that, they offered him a scholarship to study journalism in Spain once he finished high school here in Peru. And I think the kid's still in Madrid right now. Was Thursday? Yeah, I think he's still there. He's coming back, I don't know, in the next couple of days. But brother, this is the most beautiful story this is the story of the year in the sports, man. Isn't it?
15-year-old, and it's his dream to be a commentator. Travels 18 hours by bus to Lima to go to the match. Obviously, he couldn't get in, so the whole thing is he goes to this mountaintop, and he's got his tripod, he's got his phone, and literally he is looking into the stadium from on high. And I mean, he's probably a good half mile away. He's on top.
Yeah, something like that.
And so he's at the top of the mountain, a half mile away. He's got his phone locked in on the stadium, and he's calling the match there. And then everybody finds out. He does the live stream and everything for the Flamingo win. And then, I saw him get brought into the stadium by the Liga One Max folks. And I thought that was one of the coolest things. But I did not know about him getting to Europe.
Yes. Isn't that great, man? It's just, I mean, this is the most touching story of the year, man. I don't think that there's any story that can match with this, because you went for literally zero to superhero, not just to hero, to superhero in no time, man. No time.
Absolutely cool. And that's growing the game and having moments like that. This is what it's all about. Okay. For those that may not know, you, sir, get to call the games in Portugal over on GOLTV. And you get to call the rivalries, and sometimes you're stuck calling the games at the bottom of the table where, Moreirense and Rio Ave are going at each other or something like that, or, but you said the title race is already over?
It is over, man. It's just over. First, the Lisbon derby took place on Friday, right? So Porto was watching, sitting on the couch, popcorn, some beers, watching how these two competitors cancel each other out. And because it was one of the two had to win in order to keep up with Porto. One of the two. Nobody did. They just cancel each other out. It's a draw. They're 5 points behind. Porto is yet to lose. And that happened in the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. The last 5 championships, Johnny. The last 5 championships. Whoever gets at the top first wins the title. And once they reach the number 1 spot, it's over. I haven't witnessed any overcome, any coming from behind, winning the title. No. Whoever gets to the top first and stays there as long as it's Porto doing it right now, and not showing any signs of slowing down at all. Oh, they lost with Vitória Guimarães in the Copa Portugal. So that's even better, because there was one less competition that we've got to worry about. So everybody in Lisbon, especially the Sporting fans and the Benfica fans, are praying for Porto to go deep into the competition in the Europa League, so they can wear them out, and more maybe we'll have a chance. But the problem is that from now to the end of the year, Benfica and Sporting, they have difficult games. They got tough games on the schedule. 2, 3, 4. The next 4 games are complicated for Sporting and for Benfica. So most likely they will lose points, right? In that span. Whereas Porto had to play against the bottom 3 in the next 3 weeks. Mm-hmm. Good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck. It's over, John. It's over. I don't care what they're saying. I know that there's a lot of soccer to play. It's not even halfway through. It's over. It's over. I don't care what you think, what you believe in your team. So you're not taking that. You know how many goals have Porto conceded so far in the competition after 13 rounds?
Hang on. I'm going to look at the number. I don't know the number, but I'm going to look up.
I want to tell you. Look at that. Look at it's crazy, man. Look at that.
Whoa.
3 goals.
3. Wow. 12 wins, 1 draw. They haven't lost in their first 13. 27 scored, 3 allowed. That's ridiculous.
That's 1,100 minutes, conceding 3 goals. Defenses wins championships. They do.
Mm-hmm. And they're hosting Estrela this weekend. I think they're Monday.
It's a Monday night game.
Monday night football. Yeah. So Monday night football, Estrela and Porto. Estrela right now is 13th in the table after 13. They're at 14 points. And Porto has done 2 rings around 14 points, and they're halfway through ring number 3 at 37.
Yeah.
Going fully loaded, hashtag, on a Thursday with our buddy Nino Torres from GOLTV. I go to topic number 4, and we talked about this one on Monday night, but I need your feedback on this. Salah, the beef, and the fallout. Mo Salah, and he was left at home for a Champions League. Didn't matter. They got the big win. I still think he's heading to the Saudi League in January. That's just me, but the beef and the fallout, what's on your mind?
Why a player can speak their minds? Why the players can speak their minds? Why is that? Why can say what bothers me? Why can say that I'm not being respected? Why cannot say that? Why is so it's so simple to say what you think?
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. Really, I don't get it. I mean, of course, I know that you gotta figure out your things in between you and the coach in the locker room. Sometimes things shouldn't come out. I get that. They're soccer coach, they're locker room coach to honor. But when you got enough, you got enough. When you got enough, you got enough. And on top of that, it's so coward. This is so coward from Jamie Carragher. I love the guy, right? I love the show. I think it's probably the coolest show in the planet. Okay, when it comes to soccer, but why when commentators have a personal issue with a player or with a coach, they made it so hard to. I just lost respect for Jamie Carragher, man. Mm-hmm. I just lost respect for him. And that's it is common. It is common in England, especially coming from former players.
Yeah,
former players are kind of like the worst, man. Kind of the worst when it comes to beefs, when it comes to feuds, when it comes to that. They are the worst. What's his name? What's the other guy? Name's Michael Owen. Michael Owen, man, every time he speaks, he has an issue with some team or with some player, he just smash him, destroy them. Brother, why can he not be objective? Well, why? Because, probably they teach you that in journalism school because you didn't go to journalism school. You were playing soccer. Maybe because of that, they didn't teach you that. But it's I'm so mad. I'm mad. I'm mad today for Sati. I'm mad today for Salah. I'm mad for everybody, man. I don't know what's going on with me, but I want to tell you, what do you think, Johnny? What do you think? Why is that, man?
Because these days you have folks that are on media to get fired up and to get people fired up. It's about opinion. It's about what I think as opposed to what we try to do when it comes to being even-handed, when it comes to our information. I know that you have your topics that you're hot about, but I know at the same time you also have analysis that you bring to the table when it comes to certain things. But if there are hot button topics that you feel like you have to sit there and say something no matter how outrageous it is, that's part of what you are called upon to do by your bosses. Hey, we need you to be a lightning rod. Hey, we need you to say these kinds of things and all that. So the fact that, it's Jamie's ex club. Yeah, you're tight to it. And so that way you're feeling stuff at the crest a little tighter than the rest of us because you've worn that shirt. You played the game for that club. And so it's a combination to me of getting folks to come up with that soundbite that you put on social media, saying something because you've worn the jersey before, and it's that hot button topic. It's like
like my boy here Sanders says, hate gets more clicks.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely true. It does. And this day and age, it does. And so for us, it's just like, we don't play that game,
right?
And that's too easy, and you're not growing the game, and you're not bringing more folks under the tent when you sit there and you're just yelling and complaining and sitting there and saying, yes, you may have an issue with what Salah did, and I do, but what you do in that situation is you sit there and go, okay, I've got an issue with it. Here's why. Perhaps, and this is what's going on where Liverpool as a team is concerned. Here's what Salah brings to the table. And yes, I feel this, or this, but I've always tried to bring both sides to the table when it comes to a topic that's like this. So folks can learn about what both sides are bringing to the table and make your own mind up as to where you sit on the issue.
Exactly. And there's it happens all over the place, right? All over the world.
Mm-hmm.
But this is just a personal take on this. When it comes to players that are not broadcasters, I'm going to say this: that the higher the quality that the player had on the pitch, on the world players,
mm-hmm.
the better commentator.
Mm-hmm.
Right? When you hear Rio Ferdinand, when you hear Titi Henry, when you hear the greats that are now on the other side, their comments are different, right? And I'm saying this because I hear it here too. Okay, Jimmy Carragher, to be honest, I mean he was not elite. He was not an elite player, an elite defender. No, he was not. Okay, same thing happens here. The players that are now in the media,
mm-hmm.
The players that were great, they come up different. I think there's a lot of resentment from the players that they were not great, and that I think that affects their judgment. And like I said, there's a goalie here in Peru. From this an example, that he was an okay goalie. He was okay, but now every situation where there's a goal, yeah, the goalie shouldn't do this, shouldn't do that, No, it's not true. It's not true. If you put a hand on the ball, it should stop it. Oh, really? How about it's a 100-mile-an-hour ball? You're going to stop it? You're not going to stop a soccer ball at 100 miles an hour, brother. You're not going to stop it. So don't tell me that if you put a hand on it, you got to stop it. No. And then the position is this, the position. No, brother. And it immediately comes to my mind all the flashbacks of the goals that he conceded when he was a goal. It was like, brother, you were not that good. You were not that good. So don't say that you could stop that one because no. Not the case.
Evidence says, counselor, that you weren't that good, so you're not in a position to talk.
Please.
Your case gets shut down right now. Yeah, and so that's folks will bring in topics and everything, and I'll bring in topics, and I admit it, I will bring in some hot button issues to talk about. But what I want to do in those cases, here's what is being said on one side, here's what's being said on the other. I think in this case, like I said, I think that Mo Salah he's not the same player that he was. And, for what Arne Slot is wanting him to do, it's like, come back and play a little defense. And you're not seeing that right now. And when you have that run of form that Liverpool had, and take the name Liverpool out of the equation, just sit there,
okay.
Pull the name Liverpool out of the way. If you have a club, if Ninodamous FC is up and running, so Ninodamous FC has a coach,
right,
and they have a star player that has been a star at Ninodamous FC for a long time. And Ninodamous FC has won a lot of titles. They've done well in their home country. They've won a lot of trophies. And the star player in this run of bad form that Ninodamous FC is having isn't helping you out. He's not scoring goals, and he's not helping you out defensively. What does the head coach for Ninodamous FC do in that case if your star player isn't producing and he's not helping you out defensively? You take that star player and you sit him, and you try to come up with other combinations to try to figure out, okay, how do we fix what's wrong? And it just so happened in this particular case that the star player was Mo Salah. Liverpool was in a bad run of form, so Arne Slot is trying to figure out combinations, and it's okay. So is it going to be Isak? Is he going to score? Is Ekitike going to help me out? What am I going to do to help fix this if I pull out this one piece, put it to the side for a second, and do we improve? If you improve and you have this good run of form with your star player sitting, you're going to continue doing what you've been doing that has improved you. And yes, the star is going to be mad about it, but you might be able to sit there and add 1-1 and come up with the reason that the star is sitting. And so what does the star do? He says what he says in that press conference, and you could see the media relations guy for Liverpool sit there, and his eyes just get big, and he's going, oh, Ish, I got to deal with this now. Where he feels he's being thrown under the bus as a player. But if they're better with the combination that is out there now, just get it. I know that egos and I know that ability and I know confidence in yourself carries you to certain heights. I get it. But understand what's going on out on the field, and maybe Monday through Friday when you're at the practice pitch, maybe you should try and do other things to help your team out, so maybe you get back out onto the field. I don't know.
Right. I think it's a communication issue right there, between Arne Slot and Mosala. If you guys both sit down and then solve the issues one-on-one, I think it will come up differently, right? I'm not there. For what I'm getting, the vibe that I'm getting from Arne Slot, it's kind of like, I don't know that I think he's that approachable. I don't know. I just got that feeling.
And he's got his thing where it's, like, dude, here's my system. This is what I'm up to.
Right.
And hey, it's working right now. And no offense, but it's working. And so,
just tight them when you get in better form, you get back on the pitch.
Yeah. So, literally, that to me is it. But I know that players have to do certain things and all that kind of stuff. Okay. Last topic with you, Nico Moreno and Jarrett Smith joining us around the corner. So, last topic, the Ninodamous World Cup prediction no one wants to hear but needs to hear. What is that prediction, sir?
It took a long time for Miroslav Klose, for Ronaldo Nazario de Lima, for even Pele to get the numbers that they got in the history of the World Cup, right? 16 goals, 15 goals, 14, 15, 12 goals, you name it. With this 48 team format, with Curacao, with Haiti, with all the the newcomers, all the Cinderellas of this tournament, we're gonna see the numbers blowing up. We're gonna see players scoring 4, 5, 16. I don't know.
16 goals in a match. Absolutely.
16 goals. Who knows? What group is Curacao? France got Curacao, right? France. Which group is in France?
Oh, hang on.
Just to give you an idea, there could be numbers that we're going to see 8-0, 9-1. Players scoring 2 hat tricks in the group stage. It's possible, man. It's possible. Look at it that way, man. So probably, yeah, we want to see numbers that the stats are gonna be delusional from this World Cup. That's what I'm thinking. It's just after watching the draw, like, yeah, Uzbekistan, man, really.
Okay, so Curaçao's in Group E with Germany, Ivory Coast, and Ecuador. You've got
Germany's gonna put 7 goals in.
You've got Group G that's got Belgium, Egypt, Iran, and New Zealand.
That's an okay group.
Yeah, so Algeria, Argentina, Austria, Jordan in Group J. Uzbekistan, Colombia, New Caledonia, Jamaica, DR Congo, Portugal. That's Group K.
Yeah, that's the one. Portugal. I've seen Portugal scoring out of the group stage with, 25 goals, man.
Okay. And then Uzbekistan, Colombia, and either New Caledonia, Jamaica, DR Congo is the one that comes out of the intergalactic playoff to go into Group K. And then Group L, England, Croatia, Ghana, Panama. So you're looking at like Group K, and you're looking at
again England with Panama again. England put like 7 the last time around. I think they put 6 or 7 on Panama in Russia. I think they put 6, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so you're looking at group. Yeah, you're looking at that group, and you're looking at Group E, where all the chaos could happen with all those things, and then. Yeah, I mean those two might be the ones that might get away from folks. Okay, so what's going on this weekend with you and GOLTV? What you calling? What you doing?
Oh, brother, we're doing Liga Portugal right now, so we're gonna call the Monday Night Soccer with Porto and Estrela Amadora. We're doing Sporting on Saturday. Sporting on Saturday. What time is it? 3:30, I think. Let me see.
Yes, you're the 3:30 with AFS.
Yeah, that's I'm gonna see lots of goals, man. Lots of goals in those two games, man.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying the Sport is gonna put 4, and then Port's gonna put 5 on them. So okay. I'm gonna be happy. So I'm gonna rest my pipes because I'm gonna be busy calling lots of goals for those two games, man.
You are. Sporting a minus 1250, hosting AFS, who's a plus 2280. Porto Monday Night Football. Yeah, Porto is a minus 526. Estrella is a plus 1250. As always, my friend, great to see you. We'll catch up with you again next week. Love you very much and be safe. And will you tell the people will you tell your mom drilling outside in the street not to use a drill while her son's on the show?
Hey guys, stop it! Stop it! Thank you, Johnny. We'll see you next week, guys.